Hello, hello, everybody. Anyone there? Say hi. If you're watching later, do a hashtag replay. I am going to say please excuse my disaster in this kitchen because I have been rushing and running and trying to get home in time as I had a million and one things on the list today to do. So if you're there, say hi. Excuse my kitchen of a disaster because this is real life. This is home. And being that I cook for my family and I work from home, you're going to catch me when the kitchen looks like this. This is my everyday go-to. If you're there, say hi. If you're watching this later, do a hashtag replay. I am making for you tonight something that I haven't done before and I wanted to try. And it is using our Greek collection. Now, I don't know how many of you guys have that craving every once in a while for something exotic or different, you know, especially with COVID going on. We don't have that opportunity to like go out and eat the way that we used to. I was craving Greek food, and specifically Greek chicken slavaki, which is absolutely delicious. I haven't had it in a while, but I fondly remember going out to dinner and enjoying stuff like that. And in our collections, which I love, our Greek collection, you have two different ways to get it, just so you know. They offer it with or without the tray or just the seasonings. And the seasonings alone come with lemon dilly, which is one of my all-time favorites. The lemon dilly itself, this is a great substitute. Instead of always getting like fresh dill, a lot of times that goes bad before you use all of it. This is one of those in a pinch. It is great. It is fresh. It is delicious. And I absolutely love it. Tonight I'm going to be using this to make a homemade tzatziki sauce, which is fabulous. You also get the creamy garlic hummus with this, which is unbelievable, to die for. If you like hummus, there are so many things that you can do with this because you can mix and match it with other flavors, which is really nice. Same thing with all of our seasonings and our dips. If you're familiar with Epicure, you know that. If you're not, you learn that just because it says it's a specific thing doesn't mean it is. You gotta mix it around and make your own kind of thing with it, which I love. This one, the creamy hummus, I actually love to mix with our garlic or our spinach dip. So many different things that you can do with it. You also get the slavaki, which is what I'm going to be using tonight. You'll see it's wonderful. The flavors, garlic, herbs, pepper, lemon, sea salt, and citric acid. That's it. All you get in this little jar. It is absolutely fantastic. It has 0 calories and only 15 milligrams of salt. You can't beat that. And then you have your Greek dressing. Now, there's nothing better than being able to make your own dressing from home. I love that, but it's so much more than that. I use this many times just to coat some chicken or on some fish. It's fabulous. The seasonings and the blends, the spices itself are incredible. And you can make as much as you want or as little as you want with anything. Now, they also come, all of our collections come with a digital online recipe. Now, previously, they used to give out the cards, which is what I have, but this is what you would download. And they give it to you both in English and French. So they give you a recipe for easy Slavaki, which is similar to what I'm doing tonight. A lemon dilly chicken and veggies, the Greek frittata, lemon dilly salmon and beans, and a classic Greek salad. And it also gives you a shopping list of what you would need to buy with any of these. How awesome is that? You can bring the card with you and check off what you have at home and go to the grocery store and pick up the next stuff that you need. So anyway, very, very cool. I love that. Like I said, you have a choice if you wanted to get one of the collections. They always give you the option to get everything together, or you can get it with the additional tools that they have. This is our smaller pan and liner. It's fantastic because it's a silicone base. You can throw it in the oven, the dishwasher, the microwave. Not the pan in the microwave, obviously. But it's fantastic because it has high end, so it has like a rim that catches everything. And it's super easy to clean. You can melt cheese and it doesn't stick to the bottom. You can get rid of all your aluminum foil. You no longer need it. And if you're doing a casserole in another pan, you can use it as a cover on top of it. Absolutely fantastic. It's one of my favorite tools next to the steamers. I also have, I'm going to show you there is a difference. I have the large one as well. I'm going to be using this one tonight because I'm going to heat up some of the fajita bread that I have for this. But it's the same thing. You get the pan and the liner. With the smaller one, you can buy them individually. You can buy them together, and it comes 2 in a package. To me, it's the best buy. I save so much money because I'm not using aluminum foil anymore. I actually love that. So I'm going to put this down for just a minute so I can get started with a few things. I don't know about you. I happen to love doing dessert first. And I do that primarily because I want to get it out of the way. It's ready, it's done, and while everything else is cooking, by the time I'm done with dinner, dessert is ready. So tonight I'm doing something a little bit differently. You've been seeing, and the reason I'm doing this is because Alba's been posting the summer berry. I love the summer berry, guys. It is so good. I had to open up another jar. The summer berry is, where are my ingredients on this? It's organic cane sugar, raspberries, hibiscus, strawberries, and organic rubies. This has so many health benefits. If you do your research on any of these fruits and things like that, it's incredible. But they give you different recipes if you want to make it a dip, a seasoning, a cheese ball, if you want to throw it in a shake. Plus, if you haven't been on our recipe section yet, I encourage you to check it out because they have all these different areas where you can actually type in if you're, well, first off, everything is gluten-free, you know that. But if you're putting in a specific protein, let's say you're allergic to something and you want to just do a one-shot thing, look at strawberries or whatever, you can type that in and you can type in the name also of a specific product and it will give you tons of ideas, different recipe ideas, which is awesome. If you're there, say hi. I can see a few people watching. I'd love to say hi to somebody. That way I know I'm not alone here. The summer berry tonight, I am actually going to be using, I'm making a fresh fruit salad, being that we're coming into summertime. I wanted to do a little bit of a dip. And so I have some strawberries, not strawberries, I'm sorry, I wish I had strawberries. I picked up some grapes at the store, some apples, and some bananas. But what I wanted to do is just make a fruit dip. I figured it's kind of like the perfect summer dessert type of thing. And last night, I actually made, what was it, the luscious lemon curd and the lime cheesecake. Oh my God, to die for. And I combined them and made one whole big thing with it. Really, really good. So with this, all I'm going to do, now I'm using my 1 cup bowl, and these are great. These come in a set of 4, and they actually have measuring lines on them for your 1/4 cup, your 1/2 cup, your 3/4 cups, and then when it's all the way at the top, that's when you're actually at a full cup. And they come with silicone tops, and they come 4 in a package. These are my favorite. I have like 3 sets of these. They are my most used because I store stuff in it all the time. You'll see them all over my table when I'm making stuff. It's a great way to make stuff and be able to preserve it and save it for later. So where did I just throw it? There it is, my summer berry. All right, this is a new package. I had to open up another one. I like to shake it up so I can make sure everything is mixed really good inside of there. The color on this is beautiful. I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to try to show you as I go in. You can see a lot of the different colors, the reds, it's just beautiful. And I'm going to use my 4-in-1 measuring spoon. If you don't know what that is, these are great tools because they fit perfectly in all of our bottles. And there are 4 sides to it. You have your tablespoon, your teaspoon. Turn it over, you've got a 1/2 teaspoon, and then there's a little line right there that's your 1/4 teaspoon. But they say it's a 4-in-1. I look at it as a 5-in-1 because it sits flat no matter where you put it. And so when you're putting liquid together or you're pouring liquids, you don't have to worry about it tipping over and making a mess. So I use 2 tablespoons with a little bit less than a cup of yogurt. This is great too as a dip. I'm using it as a dessert tonight. But it's great as a dip. You can make your own, cream cheese or your own flavor yogurt without all those added preservatives and things like that to it, that we're forced to have if we go and pick up a flavored one. This is picking up your own flavor and making your own version of it. And the longer that it sits, the tastier it's going to be. I'm actually going to add, I think, another tablespoon of it just because I really love the taste of this one. And then I'm going to throw it in the refrigerator and let it sit. It'll be done. I'm going to cut up in a bit the bananas and the apples and all that other good stuff with it. Oh, I love the smell of this. You can actually, Alba, you know from this one, I know you've been showing pictures of it all morning. You've actually been talking about this one. Really good. Absolutely one of my favorites. And it is so good, especially during the summer on some fresh fruit or just adding it to a shake. Making your own kind of shake or iced tea with it is delicious. Let me just throw this in here. All right. Now, you know what? Let me empty my cutting board. This is one of the cutting boards that we have, by the way. I use them all the time. They come, I think, in a package of 5. What's great with them is that For starters, you can see how thin and flimsy they are. You can be cutting on stuff, and you'll see that I do that often. And then you can pick up whatever it is you're cutting with and just pour it right into your bowl, which is really nice. I know many times I'm like always scraping when I use the hard cutting board, and stuff tends to fall all over the place. This kind of stops all of that, which is really nice. All right, so now I did some prep prior to getting with everyone on here, only because you shouldn't have to watch me cut up chicken. That's kind of silly to do, right? So what I did tonight is I cut up 3 chicken breasts, and I used my scissors because I love our Chef Pro scissors. They're fantastic. They cut through things like butter, everything. These are our Chef Pro scissors. I cut 3 chicken breasts already, and I just cut them in strips. Oops. Leave it to me to drop stuff, right? Just so you can see what I did here, I just cut up some chicken breast, and this is the multi-purpose steamer. When you get the steamer, just so you know, this is the multi-purpose one. It's square, and it comes with the tray inside of it. The tray is fantastic because you can actually dry out your vegetables, your fruits, all of that. You can also do bacon in it, and it drains all the grease to the bottom and makes your bacon like crispy. It's perfect every time. Absolutely love it. Plus, you can make rice in this, pasta in this, everything, fish, chicken. You can do an entire chicken in 20 minutes in your microwave. Throw this in the oven because it goes into the oven up to 450 just to crisp the skin, and you have perfect juicy chicken every time. Now, with this, all I'm going to do, like I said, you saw that I just did the cutting the chicken, so I'm going to add the slavaki. Now, slavaki has this beautiful aroma. When you open it up, it's got the garlics, herbs, the black pepper. You can smell everything with this. And I'm going to use, I think, maybe 2 tablespoons we'll start with. I'm also going to add a little bit of SPG. SPG is a staple in my house. This is your salt, pepper, and garlic all in one jar. Guys, if you use salt, pepper, and garlic at all, it only makes sense to get a jar of this. It's under, I think it's $6. It is the best investment ever. It is fabulous, and that's all that's in there. I go through probably a jar per month at least. I'm already halfway done with this one. It's one of my favorites. It is the most used as far as my seasonings go because it's something I use with everything without all the added extra of everything, which is nice. So I'm just going to mix this up real quick. Now I've got, like I said, I think 3 or 4, let me see, 4 chicken breasts in here, excuse me, that I've cut up. This is our grip and grab that I'm using. And yes, I'm explaining all the tools as I go because I find that I use everything of Epicure for everything that I'm doing in the kitchen. It really has become such a time saver and just a wonderful way of doing things. Now, I've got the chicken in here just about coated. And prior to getting with you guys, I did do some chopping. I cut up some green peppers, red peppers. We're going to add that in here. Green peppers, red peppers, orange peppers, and some red onion. I'm probably going to add more as I go. But you can smell it already, all those fresh ingredients. Oh, love the smell of fresh vegetables when they're cut. It's like going outside, right? When they're doing the grass, you get that beautiful smell to it. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm going to add a little bit of lemon because you can't have Greek food without lemon juice, right? Let me grab a knife. There we go. This is our knife. This is our Prep Pro Chef knife. I personally love it. It's black, which is so cool. I never had a black knife before, but it is so sharp. And it comes with the little sleeve so you don't cut yourself because that can happen. But it cuts beautifully too. And I'm going to use in here, this is our 2-in-1 press, and it's heavy duty. You can feel the difference with it right off the bat. And they call it the 2-in-1 because it does do all of that. It has your area for your lime and an area for your lemon. So, and because it's so strong, it really squeezes the juice. You can see that coming out. Now, my hands are not strong in general, but you can still see how much juice is coming out in that. It smells so good. And here's a little kitchen hack for you. One of the things I love to do with these is I take it out when I'm done, and it makes it pretty flat, right? I like to put this in the freezer, and it's great to add, you know, you put it in a little Ziploc bag, and you pull it out when you want some fresh water and throw this in your water. It is really, really good. All right, I'm going to throw that to the side, and there's my top. And all I'm going to do right now is I'm going to throw this in the steamer to start with for 5 minutes. It'll probably have to go about 7 or 8, but because there's so many layers. Normally I would just do a thin layer, but I did enough chicken so we could have it for dinner tonight and lunch tomorrow. And it's more than enough. So let me throw this in. All right. Now, while that's going, we are going to make a homemade tzatziki sauce. How many of you like tzatziki sauce? Or are you familiar with it? Tzatziki sauce is one of those traditional Greek things that you have typically when you get like a gyro. They give you that cucumber type of dill sauce. And I absolutely love it. Now, I already ground up some fresh cucumber. I took an English cucumber, and I'm going to be using some more of it. But I used our mandolin to slice it up, which comes with 4 different blades. So in this particular one, I did the julienne blade on it, so it made it real thin slices. Actually, let's get a different one so we can add and see. In order to make tzatziki sauce, and they give you the recipes on every single jar on how to make different things, as well as, like I said, the recipe page gives you everything. So in this particular one, it gives me a recipe for a dip, a lemon dilly dip, a tzatziki sauce, and it also says you can cook it. Add it to fish, chicken, veggies, potato, pasta salads. So many things that you can do with this. And I really do. I use it all the time for everything. You're basically using equal parts of mayonnaise and sour cream to make this one, or Greek yogurt. You can make it however you prefer. And they give you the directions. Tzatziki, combine 3 tablespoons of dip mix with 2 cups of Greek yogurt and 1 cup of oh, I messed up on this one. My bad. This is the one, because I was making something else earlier. That's why I said that. And it needed that at the time. Leave it to me. That's okay, because we have the yogurt out. So let's pull our yogurt and put some of that in here. And we're not going to make a whole bunch because it's just, like I said, this is going on top of a piece of pita bread, basically. So I want to move that out of the way. We're going to add 3 tablespoons. Again, we're using our trusty measuring spoon. But I'm not making as much as they're asking for, so I don't need as much. The color on this is so pretty. I should have showed you as I was putting it out. It's a really bright, bright green, and you can actually see the herbs in this. Truly beautiful. Love, love, love. Okay, and we're going to add this cucumber that I grated up earlier to this with a little bit more lemon juice, because lemon juice is just amazing when you're having Greek food in general. So I'm going to pour some of my cucumber in there, and I've kind of dried it out a little so it wouldn't be all wet and icky. And I made this beautiful tzatziki sauce, which is going to be incredible, because you can't have Greek food without tzatziki. All right, let me throw this behind me as well, and we'll put the cap on this until we're ready. So now we have our tzatziki sauce. That's step 2. Now, while that's going, we're going to make our salad dressing. Okay, in our salad dressing, we're using the Greek dressing. Now, this is our cruet and funnel, and I use this all the time because it's really fabulous, and I'm going to show you how it works. Now, Alba, I sent you one of these as your gift that you won in the raffle prize recently, so you should be getting this soon. It is really amazing. It's going to save you guys so much time making your own dressing at home, knowing what's going in your food, and we have so many dressings to choose from. This has a measuring cup on the side of it, so it tells you exactly 1/4 cup, 1/2 cup, 3/4, 1 cup, and it keeps going up. Now, with that, you get the funnel, okay? The funnel goes inside here, and you can use this twofold. You can use it to put your ingredients in, but you also can shake it up and then use it to pour out your salad dressing when you're ready for it. Really terrific. All it takes is a little bit of oil and red wine vinegar. That's it. Super easy to make your own, and you know exactly what you're getting in it every time. Now, for this, it gives me the dressing for, do I want a thin dressing, a Greek dressing that's like a vinaigrette, or do I want a thick, creamy one? That's my choice, and it gives me that on here, as well as being able to use it. They give you a recipe for a Greek salad as well. They give you recipes online for how to do it with chicken and marinating potatoes with it. I love this on potatoes, by the way. But there's so many different options that you have with this. So we're going to follow the basics with this, and I believe it was 2 tablespoons. Yep. again, using my 4-in-1 spoon. Like I said, it's my favorite toy. I tell you, I have a drawer that has so many kitchen measuring spoons on the rings. Oh my God. And it's crazy because just when I'm looking for one, I can't find the one I want, right? How many of you have that problem where you're always looking for that measuring spoon and you have a drawer of them, but you can never find the one that you need at that time? This saves that problem. I keep it on my countertop at all times. One for wet, one for dry, and I don't have to go searching, which is really, really nice. Okay, so now we have that, and we're going to add, and I just picked this up at the store because I ran out of my last. Looking at the back again, 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar. So let's do our 1/4 cup. And we're just going to look at the measuring cup on here. There we go. Now I can see it. Why is nothing coming out? Do I need to? Because I need to pull off the top on this one. All right. Yep, it's about 1/4 cup. And then we're going to add some oil to that. And that's 3/4 of a cup. Guys, I wish you could smell this. It smells so good. Love, love, love the smell. I thought I grabbed the wrong, I guess I grabbed the closed oil. So we're just going to pour that in here like so. I hear the timer for that one. This is our oil. Let's put this down for a sec. I'm going to shake this up. Oh, doesn't that look beautiful, guys? Look at that. Look at those flavors just marinating through there. Can you see all of that? Homemade salad dressing in less than 30 seconds to whip it together. And the taste is so incredible. If you look at comparisons, I find myself doing this all the time, looking at the grocery store. I go down the aisles, I'm now becoming a label reader. And I take pictures. A lot of those pictures that I posted yesterday for you guys are myself. I took them in the grocery store, and I can't believe. So I'm doing comparisons of them because it still blows me away. Let's check this chicken real quick. I know I've got to mix it up and probably throw it back in for another 3 minutes or so. Oh, that smells so good, guys. And it's looking beautiful. Let's just mix this up, like I said, because I had so much on the bottom. But what beautiful color and flavor. Typically, it takes 4 to 5 minutes. Every microwave is different, but it typically takes 4 to 5 minutes for a pound of meat. I probably used about, I would say 3 to 4 pounds. And so it was layered and stacked, as opposed to if I were doing just a normal family dinner. But like I said, I was making this as a lunch and a dinner. I have different plans for it, so it's not just one meal. This is actually enough to feed, I would say 4, and for them to have seconds, and for the next day as well, is what I did enough for. Okay, let's put that back in for another, I'm going to say 4 minutes. Can't go wrong with that. It'll probably be done before then, but I'm not going to stress. Now, my next step that I'm going to do is going to be the salad. Now, you can't have Greek food without a Greek salad, right? So, I got some basic lettuce and stuff like that. I'm going to pull out my onion. Let's put this here for a moment. I'm trying to make room on this table of mine. I picked up these beautiful tomatoes. They're organic Calietos. I've never heard of them before, but it's a mixture of different colors. They just look beautiful. And so I wanted to cut some up to add to my salad. This is where the knife comes in handy because it really does such a perfect job without any issues. It just goes right through. I don't know how to describe it other than it's just perfect. I mean, it really is beautiful. And this is also where the cutting board comes in handy because I'll be able to pick it up and just throw it in without any problem. All right, we're going to cut these up. I'm not going to cut all of them right now because I don't need you to have to watch me doing all that. These are just beautiful tomatoes. I've never gotten an assortment like this before, and I was really curious about it. So I figured, let's give it a shot. I also picked up some fresh cilantro. I'm going to cut some of that up in a second as well. Now, I am going to switch up. This is the 4-in-1 mandolin I was talking about earlier. I love it. It is the easiest thing to do, and it's such a breeze. I have a food processor, so whenever I'm doing like big objects, I use that, of course. But when I want something that's quick, easy, simple, this pops out. There's a little button on the back, pops right out, super easy, and you can pop in another blade, which is what I'm doing right now because I want to do my onions. And I'm going to show you how quick and easy, although I messed up when I was putting it in, pops right in, and look how quick this goes. I just did half an onion in like no time, the exact thickness that I want, and it comes with different sizes, different attachments. It has a little handguard blade that you can put on that holds it in place. I just never use that. I don't know why. It's just one of those I've never gotten to. I'm also going to do some more of the cucumber, but I'm going to do that as a julienne cut. So I'm going to pull this out again and switch it up because I want to add that to my salad. If my hands wouldn't be so slippery, it would make it easier. All right. Perfectly sliced julienne. I don't know if you can see this. It's absolutely perfect. This is great if you want to make homemade potato chips or fries. That's also where the steamer comes in really handy. I make homemade potato chips all the time. I use the slicer on this, and then I can season it. I love like our taco seasoning or fajita seasoning, or even the ranch. Sprinkle some of that on. You put the tray, put your potatoes that are thinly sliced with your mandolin, slice it super thin, put it on your tray, and just throw the tray itself in the microwave. 5 minutes, your chips are crispy and perfect every time, and you don't have all that extra sodium that you typically get when you're buying them from the grocery store. Plus, it's perfect for portion control because you can only fit so much on a tray. And you can stack those trays, which is really cool also. Now, I also picked up, where did I put it? Some olives. I picked up some of the Kalamali olives, the green and the black ones. So I'm going to throw those in here as well because you can't have that without it. And I picked up some feta, and I picked up the Mediterranean herb feta, which is really nice. So, where did my other, I left that over there. Let's just mix this up, give it a little mix. And let me throw this in the oven real quick. These are my pita breads. That's going to go on, and I'm going to show you how you prepare this. Because this is super easy. It took me no time at all. I have a beautiful salad, and part of the salad is going to be going on the pita bread itself. But you'll be able to see how easy, beautiful, delicious all of this is. So this is my salad. Yum. Love feta cheese. So good. And let's check our chicken. Ooh, hot. You can see all that steam coming up. Oh, and doesn't that look gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. What I love with the steamer is it contains all the juices. All your nutrients and all your juices and flavors stay in, so it keeps your chicken nice and juicy. Like I said, you can do an entire chicken in this one or our round one that we just came out with. That has sold out 4 times already. I think we just got it back in stock. The round steamer I use all the time for my soups or for stir fries or something like that if I don't feel like using the wok. Everything I use is epic here for cooking. I mean, truly. This is the chicken, so you can see and get a good look. Look at all that juice that's in there. It's sitting in its own natural juices. I don't know if you can make out the colors from this. Absolutely beautiful, delicious, perfect. I'm going to pull out the next batch of stuff. Give me 1 second. Let's move some stuff over here so I can make room to show you what's going on. Okay, we've got this. Let me move my recipe cards. I'm going to add some more of that lemon juice. Actually, why am I doing that? It never comes out when I do it myself like that. So we're going to add lemon juice on top. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. All right. You know what? That's done, but I'm going to keep it going. Let's move this here. And where did I put? I'm losing my mind, guys. I apologize. Looking for my mitt to take stuff out of the oven. Oh, there we go. Nope, got it. All right. All right, so the way that you do this, the way that you actually prepare this, would be to put your chicken pieces. Actually, we're going to first use the slavaki sauce. This is our homemade slavaki. We're going to take, I thought I had spoons out here, but I must have used them all. A little bit of the slavaki, and I'm going to smear it on top of the pita bread. Look how beautiful this is, guys. This is absolutely gorgeous, and it smells so good. We're going to take some of the salad fixing, and we're going to put that on here as well. Now, we're going to save, obviously, some of the salad to have on the side, but there's something to be said about having it all together. We're going to shake up our dressing that we just created, put in our funnel so we can pour just what we want right on top. Perfect. And now we're going to load some chicken on it. Where did I put them? I'm really losing my mind. Truly. Sorry, guys. And so we've got our fresh peppers in here that are cooked, our onions that are cooked, as well as the ones that were in the salad, along with the chicken. And then everybody can obviously add some more tzatziki if they want it to theirs. And they could put extra stuff on it if they want. But this would be the finished product, along with the dessert. Like I said, I could have been doing that during different times, but I forgot. So that's easy enough, though, because I'm just going to cut up an apple with an apple slicer and slice some banana, throw it all in the bowl, and put some of that topping on there. Let's pull that out and see if it changed color at all from sitting. Ooh, that looks good. And it did. It got a lot darker. So I don't know if you can make out the color in that. Absolutely delicious. You can see all those berries, those bright colors in there. Really, really good. So anyway, I have no idea how long that took, but I know it was under 20 minutes as far as the cooking process, other than me talking probably through half of this. I wish I could see, because I really can't if you guys are talking or not. I hope that you enjoyed. If you have any questions, I look forward to hearing from you. And for anybody who sat through the whole thing on this, if you message me Good Greek Collection, I might just send you one of those. So shoot me a message with your secret password that I just gave you, and I look forward to talking to each and every one of you. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.